again, everyone. I'm Paul the Nitro Skivers, and welcome once again to another edition of the Nitro Corner. We thank you so very much for joining us. We're going to get right into it. I got two hot topics I want to spew my venom on, literally, today. But I want to give a couple quick updates. First off, I want to thank the Indie Roundup group at Facebook.com for including me amongst their group. I thank you very much. And you'll be seeing plenty more of the Nitro Corner on the Indie Roundup. Check them out at Facebook.com/Indie Roundup. Great television shows, great ideas from these independent rebels. Believe me, I'm glad to be a part of it. And give a quick update from 1CW. Sean Hardy has definitely been keeping busy, getting ready for the next 1CW event coming up hopefully in May. I'm not really too sure about the date yet for it or the event, but he has stated that there's plenty of talent that wants to come in and work for 1CW for their next event, and I'm looking forward to the next 1CW event. As soon as I get the information, you'll get it here on the Nitro Corner. As far as I'm concerned, the Nitro Corner, the official home of First State Championship Wrestling. Now that the little business is out of the way, it's time for the first of my two topics that I want to spill my venom on this week. Now, what is that first one? Please excuse me. I'm about to pull a Kevin Dunn on you people. Little insider joke. Yep, Kevin Dunn, mistake again, always tears it up. Oh, okay, let's see here. Oh, okay. My first topic is on a certain diva who certainly has now grabbed her attention, the attention of the wrestling world, but in the wrong way, literally and figuratively. She certainly has risen up in the rankings, so to speak, in the women's division. She has gotten a lot of attention lately. Not for that pose she does, excuse me, not for that pose she does at the, excuse me again, at the entranceway before you get to the ring. What is that? What is this, a Greek goddess or something? Or is that a cheap ripoff of Mr. Kennedy? In case you haven't figured it out by now, it is Eve Torres. That's right, Eve Torres, the boyfriend, now ex-girlfriend of Zack Ryder after she done him wrong. And you know she done him wrong, folks. Let me explain a little bit about this. You see, Eve Torres last week on Raw admitted to the Bella twins as if they aren't trustworthy enough to spill the beans. And know what I mean? I'm talking about spilling some beans, people, figuratively. Anyway, Eve comes out there and says, I've used Zack Ryder to get to the top. Now everyone is noticing me. Why? Because Kelly's much better than you, Eve? Aren't you just a little jealous that Alicia Fox is moving up in the rankings too? Oh my goodness, and AJ. Wow, AJ's Daniel Bryan's girlfriend, and she gets some attention, but you don't? Oh my God, please. Really? Did you have to go that route? Anyway, I guess it's because of jealousy. Of course, that's always about jealousy. When this happens, she used Zack Ryder to get where she's at today. So after she bled the Zack Ryder well dry, either figuratively or literally, I don't know which one of the two, she went after John Cena. Why? Because it'll take her to the next level. In her mind, though, it'll take her to be the supreme diva without the championship belt. Of course, the Divas champion is Beth Phoenix, who Eve Torres has not beaten yet and probably never will beat. Hey, Eve, won't you learn some more wrestling moves and maybe learn a strategy to beat Beth Phoenix? But obviously you can't do that. You have to manipulate and lie to get to where you're at today. Really? And speaking of which, John Cena saw through that, though. John Cena saw through that and admitted how much of a hoe bag you really are. What did Zack Ryder also call her? Oh, Skankosaurus. Wow, that's a new form of species in the WWE, as if that hasn't also been explored before. So, Eve Torres, do us all a favor, will you please? Won't you wither away like the dust in the wind? Because you did him wrong. You did Zack Ryder wrong. Here's a guy in a neck brace. Maybe his career's over, but you used him, and once he's become unusable, you dumped him like yesterday's garbage, as if we haven't seen that incident as well before. Who knows? But John Cena saw through it, and now Zack Ryder seen through it. Eve, Skankosaurus, why don't you take your Greek pose, which is stupid, like that, what the hell, and go away. Go away. Now that I got that off my chest, let's see what else is the second topic. That's right, the second topic. Another Kevin Dunn moment. For those of you who don't know, Kevin Dunn's the executive producer and major heat getter, real life, of the WWE. Just ask Jim Cornette that. Okay, back to the Kevin Dunn notes. Oh yes, one of my favorite topics. Let's start off by making this an interesting analogy. You know, the presidential election is going on right now in the Republican campaign between Mr. Pennsylvania Santorum, Newt, the Brute, Gingrich, who's slumping in last, Mitt, I am a strong businessman, but a lack of personality, Romney, and Ron, grassroots Paul. Now, I wish it would have been that more entertaining, but it's not. But yet there is also another type of electoral race, so to speak, without any votes, but the votes are up to the fans. Almost. Take, for instance, the case of this past Friday on SmackDown with the situation between Mr. Personality himself, the interim general manager of Raw, once again, and the executive vice president of talent relations, Mr. Personality, John Laurinaitis, and of course, my main man, the man that likes to get jiggy with it for Oksana, I got that right finally, Theodore R. Long. I mean, this is interesting because you see, Theodore Long is the type of general manager that we need in the WWE. Someone who will take the reins right by the throat and squeeze for all that it's worth. Laurinaitis, he wants to push himself. Look at the t-shirt he created. He has a t-shirt out saying to regretfully inform you or something like that. Really? I mean, God, that guy is that guy is stupid. And I'm talking about Laurinaitis. Remember, the only reason he got the job is because he's Road Warrior Animal's brother. Now, why am I using this analogy? Well, we all saw what happened, the double pin between Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, which originally should have been CM Punk winning the match. He delivered a clean kick to Daniel Bryan and got the 3 count, only to have Mr. Personality come out the ringside. I saw Sheamus interfere in the match. Referee, you restart the match now. As your interim general manager of Raw, or a fan will tell you, please shut up, you idiot. And you notice he doesn't come alone. He comes, of course, with Mr. David, I'm married to Jennifer Hudson, or Tonga, with that pose. The Greek god. Oh, look at the abs. Look at the biceps. Yeah, you beat Ezekiel Jackson because it was booked that way by Mr. Laurinaitis, wasn't it? I guess it pays to be Mr. Laurinaitis' attorney, huh? Or Tonga? Anyway, see, the match continues. Daniel Bryan uses the ropes to get the 3 count. Only have Theodore Long come out there thugging and bugging, telling everyone to restart the match. Excuse me for just a second here. Take a swig of Pepsi. Oh, by the way, Theodore Long's a Pepsi drinker. Good fact. Anyway, Mr. Long says, I don't think so, Daniel. The match restarts again and then the double pin. Well, here comes Laurinaitis and Long arguing in the ring. They're got ready to take off their jackets. Laurinaitis taking off his jacket as if he's really going to do something because he has not competed since 1999 in All Japan in a 6-man tag. Really? Theodore Long, I hope he starts thugging and bugging on his butt. But we're not going to see that. Of course, Mr. Laurinaitis has made it crystal clear also now, if I throw in this fact, he has made it crystal clear that he wants to be the SmackDown general manager. But he also has support. He has Christian. He hates Theodore Long. Alberto Del Rio. Si, senor, I hate Theodore Long. I'm Alberto Del Rio. And of course, Mark Henry. Man, that guy got me suspended. I'm going to break him in half. I support you, Laurinaitis. You see the politics involved here? Well, I hope Teddy Long wins out in the end because I don't want to see Mr. Personality, John Laurinaitis, with that goofy-ass smile. That's faking it all the way, Mr. Personality. Doesn't that smile remind you of Diamond Dallas Page's gimmick in 2001 of the WWE? Really? Come on. Can you get something original with that guy? And I don't want to see him every Monday and Friday with Mr. David. Look at the abs or Tonga. Really? Come on, people. It's just ridiculous. Bottom line is, pay attention to this situation. It's certainly going to be a political landscape, to say the very least, with these two men. That's a real political race, not this Republican stuff between Rick, Mr. Pennsylvania, oh, I'm holier than thou, Santorum, Newt, the Brute, Gingrich, Mitt, I'm a strong businessman, but I got a lack of personality to go with it, Romney, and of course, Ron, Grassroots, Paul. Well, that's it for this edition of the Nitro Corner. I had a little bit of fun this week. Hope you had too. And I'll see you all next week on the Nitro Corner. Until then, this is Paul the Nitro Skyler saying, so long, everybody.